Okay, students, here's your talk through of Katana, Kata, Shodan. Okay? You're going to grab the sword over the tsuba. We're going to start the bowing sequence. Really important. This is how you present the sword if you were at a tournament or you're performing in front of Shion for your black belt test. Okay? You're going to grab the sword. Okay? It's kind of concealed here. You have your hand over the tsuba. You're going to bow and put the sword to the center of your body. Grab the braid, the ito, okay? And as you come out of your bow, you're going to turn the sword. This way the blade is always, if you were to open it, the blade should always face you to show respect to whoever you are presenting the sword to. Hands come down, back down to your side. Sword's on your right side. Left leg steps behind your right so you can turn your body and snap strong. You're going to lift up to your toes, horse stance, moving towards the judge. Left leg crosses in front of your right, horse stance. I want you to shift to a forward stance. Hand, back of the hand comes to the sword, and your feet come together, and you present the sword. You're going to bow, turn, say the name of the kata. Katana, Kata, Shodan. Okay, remember you got your three swords. The long one, katana, the middle one, wakizashi, and the short one is the tanto. You're going to raise up. Now we're taking a step backwards with the left. Step back, cross, step, feet together, punch, and put that whole sword into your hakama. Okay, make sure it goes under all the cords so it really holds it in there tight. And always keep your thumb over the tsuba, of course, to keep that sword in a lockdown position. You're going to turn the blade sideways, step right and cut one. C-step with the left leg now, and cut across the body. Make sure that your cuts aren't pulling this way. You got to cut and slide through, okay? You're going to look to the side, right thumb down, left hand behind your wrist. Cut up to your cat stance, grab, forward stance, cut. Punch, left hand on top, left pinky is up, okay? Your grip isn't going to change for the punch. It's a little tricky. Chamber it in, punch it out. Now C-step with the left and cut. You'll notice when you do these big cuts, one leg, or the leg that's in front, you always cut away from it because you don't want to put the sharp object towards your leg. You're going to turn your head to look to the back wall. Look and then slide to your cat stance, right leg in front. When you hold the sword up, be about eye level. You're doing what's called a shine. You're shining light in your opponent's eyes. Your other hand will be in a strong position, fingers together, in the center of your chest. Just like the beginning of the kata, you're going to take a right step and a left step, push the blade with the knife edge of your hand. Right step, left step. Again to the next side, look, slide. Now we're going to your left wall if you were facing the front. You're going to go step and cut one. This one has a draw on the cut. You're going to cut and draw back. Another thing to be leery of, I see a lot of the students do when they do like that move, they pull their sword too far back. The tsuba needs to be at your eye or hair line when you go to make the cuts. So I'm here, cut, slide. Try not to draw the sword too far back. Your home position when you're holding the sword is just right here on the saya. Turn the blade, pivot. So my right foot's gonna stay as I do that pivot, blood wipe. Now as the tip of the sword goes in, I'm gonna click my feet together and snap and turn this way. Right step and do a wrist roll as you draw again. Left step, power cut. Look to the front, hand comes behind your elbow. You're gonna draw that sword back like a bow and arrow. Pivot your feet and stab, pivot, high dragon, pull the sword out. Now the sword's gonna drop underneath, and notice my left hand goes to the home position on the side. Cut underneath, turn the blade, high dragon. And the left hand, I like to pretend that there's Velcro on the back of my left hand, and it's Velcroing to the front of my right fingers, okay? I'm looking to the corner now as I X stance. Elbows up, you can almost give yourself a wet willy, okay? Step left, and cut like a baseball swing, turn the wrist over, get to cutting position. Now we're going to the back right corner, cut and slide. Take a step to your right side, cut up in the high dragon, okay, again that's a thumb down, other hand underneath, high dragon stance, cut to the front. Get a big stance, make sure the sword's not here like it looks like it's gonna cut your leg, get it over here. Stepping to the front right corner to a lobo, block, cut. You're gonna block again, and then a big one-handed cut. I like my students to move your body here. Don't lean, bring your hips with you. So you're gonna, when you block, bring your hips back. When you cut, boom, get to this strong finishing position, okay? And again, the sword and the body should move together for all of that. Get the hakama out of the way so you don't trip on it as you stand up. That's always embarrassing at your black belt test. We've all done it, okay? You're gonna look up and start the beginning of the kata again, but to the oblique angle. Turn the sword sideways, step right, cut one, C-step, big cut. Look to the front, slide to your cat stance, stab dead ahead. Turn and get nice and symmetrical here. Don't have the arms here. totally opposing each other. As you spin, when the sword gets back to the front, you're gonna break the wrist here and step to your best back stance. Cut underneath, feet together, and cut around off with the head. Cross your right leg in front, block, just like we did the block earlier, but now it's gonna be on this side. You're gonna block, step, cut and draw. It's a defensive move, so your back leg is gonna hunker in on that stab. Now you're gonna take 2 steps, do 1 cut for the finish. Step 1, get to cutting position. Step 2, make the cut. Big right forward stance, look to the right side. The 3rd time in the kata, you're gonna do the old putt and cut, grab, cut to the front. Here's where it gets tricky. Reverse grip, back stance, look over your shoulder as you cut, pivot, punch. Up, you're gonna spin towards your left shoulder, switching your grip. Try and pretend the sword is frozen in time. It shouldn't move as you turn. Cut and slide, right cat stance. Hand comes out, you're gonna do a wrist roll and spin, left forward stance, boom, cut goes across your body. Make sure as you spin, you don't go here. The judges or Shion are gonna wanna see that sword cut across your body so you know the cut is effective. Step back to your blood wipe, lean deep, feet together. Now again, thumb over suba. Pull the entire sword out of your hakama, bow it out, boom. And that's Katana Kata Shodan. Great job.